Jah Oil ñoom ñoo jiitu si wàllum jaay essence si biir réew mi te ñu def ko warugal pour kontaan loo suñu client yi boroom moto yi ak driver yi seen jaaxare jeex na léegi pour am essence bu baax ak njëg bu yomba lii sax moo tax ñu amal leen banxaas fépp si biir réew mi pour essence bu baax bu set benn place rek la muy Jah Oil soo soxlae essence bu set essence bu baax gasoil wala kérosine naa la wax ne Jah Oil rek mooy jëmukaay ga doxantul rek si bépp banxaasi Jah Oil nga am si bànneex ak Jah Oil seen bànneex mooy suñ taxawaay moo tax ñu amoon leen banxaas bépp si biir réew mi nim gën a yombee pour yow ak suñ liggéeykat yu xarañ yi naa la won ne mbégte rek nga see jël pour am essence bu baax pour say machine fenn place rek la mooy sa Jah Oil ak Jah Oil bànneex kese la moo tax sax suñ station si nekk ca Coastal Road ak Banjul wàññil nañ leen njëgi essence bi foofu noonu pour am si lu leer mun ngaa call si 770 8080 322 9070 714 7273 wala 787 1321 Jah Oil, the pride of the nation.
in satisfying every customer's financial needs.
Introducing the future of hassle-free and seamless financial transaction. The Una Wallet app, empowering you to effortlessly manage your money anytime, anywhere. With the Una Wallet app, you can now enjoy branchless banking, wallet-to-wallet transfer, wallet-to-cash, and bank cross-border payments, deposit at a bank, and withdraw from any Una branch. Get ready to experience the ultimate banking convenience with the Una Wallet app. With just few taps on your phone, you can effortlessly add funds, withdraw, and send money to your loved ones. The Una Wallet app also provides a detailed history of your transaction, making it easier to track your expenses. So, what are you waiting for? Download the Una Wallet app today on Play Store or App Store and say goodbye to hassle of traditional banking. Uno Forex Bureau Limited, delivering much more than money.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundung. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220 941414 BC's Residence at gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundung, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
Assalamu alaikum baɗi ngal bismillah na Kerr Fatou programme to ngamin ke jang aramisa bi murunta na jang kote ke kakacha natale bi ngamin so jang landing bi Sanneh chairman Mansakonko area council. Obviously after the KF by election obviously it has to be landing program lo mi ko meta program la bari butun kabri election o sita election o tambita fonse landing nati ngani nka election o kitanya landing ngi bismillah ba Kerr Fatou
baraka ba Kerr Fatou be konto na ni la moy la ni jiber la be ba fala assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh be tan la be jayla yem ni wato mi na pour ngana jam
bon programme nga programme dunta nyoko no campaign ko master momi sotono bar sa en campaign bantal mo ne keta kayaf what happened
abaraka abe durne adural nu walatina wato man sotono campaign ni man sifana wadi soto tam findinin dale so birinata fana woni political ndaño kono so man nano bar bitum kayafu men kala je dal political kala je don aduta jele so bayrim political tolbe wala kono to ka balu wala so ko du kala je dal to ka ge wala nyaama ko abe political kono nga hamo ke pour ka dum na candidate of file as usual candidate me alon ko nana benun jele before nata na hamo so pour ka murundi je fente fo ngaji ko men sotala but al nata ke ko laban la dal beri result announced ka tawnin to man na o gagner NPP ndonyo le gagner NPP yeah
but munekera because I'm na kiang Mr. Labuko kian na mala fixed deposit it looks like you have lost grip of that neither from the presidential election.
No, man grip loose.
No, it looks like it.
Honey, man grip loose.
Yeah,
Yalom carte politico abel come examo. What do you prepare very well examos ne boy.
Yeah.
But asake ko man grip loose. You still have the competence, you still have the energy, you still have the wherewithal. You understand? So election will come fencho examo. So, but that doesn't mean ko nga grip loose. Still,
no, but yeah, man, call it grip loose because Nico, for example, in politics, Nico jamu karda baki atleti, woman nyoso so wobuka nyoso so soto. For example, in America, Nico New York, New Jersey, hani election o makate mamfai, mbuka nyinenkaro ke fa njumale ganyela. Automatically iko count for the Democrats because yal neko is a blue state. Natra atolko altara fale kiyam kumandiko kiyam mala baki atleti. Manya nasira ka kiyam fa unka sinka. We should just conclude ko womu, I mean not conclude, but nyan abekela fene me anko bebel miral ko new kind is a foregone conclusion, formality landro. That's what you call your backyard. Can we rightfully say ko sayenko kia mankala fixed deposit?
No, Kia is always and will always be our. Just let me explain. Election, a lot of factors like are determined.
Okay.
Even though, like you said, it may be the case ko Nicole na backyard automatically you win. Yeah, but you look at other factors also, especially currently, what are the prevailing circumstances in terms of who do we rely on as our voters, and what do we rely on, and what prevails during the elections or election process. Look at, for example, migration. Migration in Tolakiyama Baket. You understand? And most of those we rely on to vote for us are the young people.
Yeah.
A lot of young people in Kenya has migrated through the back way, they call it the irregular migration and all the stuff. And also a lot of influences again. I heard in the news these days somebody challenging that, but that is the reality. How much government is trying to invest in terms of inducement, in terms of intimidation. You understand? People subdue, you know, and in various forms to subdue, to expose the locals to those intimidations, to subdue government wish and wishes, caprices. This include the local leaders and opinion leaders. So Nyumanka's story, we were there. Even this election, it was very prominent. The governor, the police commissioner, the immigration commissioner, you know, and other influencers, even the government ministers and all, going to compounds of alcalis, chiefs, and influential persons to intimidate them. Because the idea is you vote, or if you don't vote, you lose.
I'm sorry, I don't want to bring family ties to this, but it's the reality. I don't know how to.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I think the alcalo of Kaya Fuela, Uncle Nomfoy, Bari Nomfoy, Badi Nomba. He's the alcalo. At some point, he had to go to people and tell them, let them vote for NPP. If not, he might lose his position by Mirakam oppositionality. Did you guys hear this claim?
Yeah, whether Kayaf or all others. In the CAF ward, it happened. We have clear information about governor going to visit alcalis and even prominent people, and agents to influence them or to talk to them, to intimidate where necessary, even to tell them if they do not vote for the government, the NPP candidate, they stand a chance of having a problem with government. And I overheard in one of the meetings, one of the speakers was saying, Kayaf, addressing Kayaf, Almu, safe bankolum, safe satalum. So you will never know until you lose your chieftaincy. So, and that was a public address. Ibedi amala Kayaf unkole Kayaf nal make jamu safe satal. Nal make careful, nal yala safe ya lose, albe safe ya naf alone. So that is pure intimidation, and this is not like mole or funded. One for all my life, you know. So war coupled with a lot of other things. Many they are directed to the people. You know, of course, will. Where do you have a space for a governor to go and meet?
But then at this point,
political meetings.
Well, at this point, false dalio because mimu president ya file open le ko governor be campaign yo kala safe bakela alcalde bakela because Mansakonko ke jo, even though.
But that is unlawful.
But
it's unlawful.
I mean,
it doesn't show a good sign of leadership. Ko president si lo no la afo mo le alban ko luatinya because nte batinya. That is very, very, very unfortunate of a president. Ika banko mol address ika ko al banko luante bena atinyala ali pare mbe banko lu atinyala. So what does that mean? It doesn't set a good sign. So what exactly that is what happened. governor me along is a typical civil servant attending political meeting of NPP. Why didn't he come to attend the UDP political meeting? Going after alcalos. We have evidence of that. We at some point we have to also even make some contacts to protest and request that it's not be done. But that's what we can do, and we have some claims where it should go to make. But those are some of the factors. Because alcalo aje ko ning ya claim la kombe jala ni manke ko be molla. Look at Bantanja.
Yes.
And a similar thing can happen to any of these alkalis in the kilns. If it were not also Ntola approach, because we went up to a stage to avoid an alkalo la suol mukalef kataji dala. Not because we inkafiale, but these are people who are our own parents, who are our own, in our communities, from Kabada villages to the Maninka settlement, because Kabada is predominantly the fuller settlement. We have to protect them, because for us, we need to be clean in our politics. So at a jarlanye, no more do not family exposed to threat. So sometimes at a jarlanye fonka, because I remember we went to one of the communities, I will not mention the community, ntala je fum fra je dala, but ni alkalo la kola manja fanyola punga mitunga ye sira hollo ni Johnson ot nko ko alga boje mbota je fondata almost off town na mitunga je. You understand? Not because it's Sila, because there is no way in Sila. But these are close communities, for your protect. So will be a couple influence and kind of certainty. And where you have a chief like that meeting with Kerry, more Michael that have a safe Kundano Kolego, Ali Keku, safe Balajan, now but Altana Falafana Botaja. All I'm going to go. If we lose this seat, you stand to see your chief removed. So, and these are very serious. These are people, many people fall where that has influenced us directly, but that has influenced our electorates.
But what are you going to do about that? Because the election year, we are already January before. In fact, 10 months into elections, right? NPP and President Barrow is not going to go back on this. If you continue in trend,
we are going to build resistance.
You cannot just claim that they are doing this and that's it. So that means they will continue to win and you guys will continue to lose if nothing is done about it. What are you going to do about
that? That may be the case, probably. That may be their plan, game plan, but that will fail. Because you know what? It's not going to continue. Because we've already learned our lesson. Not a monkey intimidation, we would have won these people massively.
Wait, is it that you guys were also overconfident?
No, we were not overconfident because we know.
Of Masembe, were you guys overconfident?
No.
Because looking at Allah Campaigno and some of the videos that were coming out, one thing NPP did, and I told Lamin Cham this before election, I kind of have a feeling that NPP will win. Will win this election. Why? Because in the Masembe election, what I saw MPP a lot of noise create. UDP voters most likely entail a pattern ngamin jewolong wataji bayo jewonole. Ninku kete hey nyinu beni benyila sidi nyanyul baby ta kan fengenyul baby ta jang alla ko mo mol be wulte tata. And that really helped in Masembe, right? Because bengal ne ko mo jamal kabo mo santo to mol baby janne ko di. But in this election, NPP played it very cool. It dante jele, but noise ma wara kom Masembe election warta nyami. In fact, this time, noise warta tolela side to than it all when it comes to the media space. They kept it very low because they knew ko ning noise warta bake akatola more energized le.
Yes, and because we taught them a lesson in Masembe. So
and they taught you a lesson in this one.
The reality is. They know that game will not work.
But it worked.
No,
the first one.
We are more built up with energy than them. You understand? Well, it didn't work well for them. So this time around, what they did was they played dirty. We got information. These people were, that's their game. That is their game. Use money. They tried it in Masembe, it couldn't work. This time around, they tried again, and they tried also to intimidate. You understand? So that is very common of NPP. We do clean politics. We all campaign freely without government interference. Whoever wins, win. That is what is expected of a good democracy. Okay, but they played it all the way. So come like here, they will continue that. They will continue, but it's not going to work because we had a meeting just a few weeks ago with IEC, myself, governor, and some other stakeholders, and I severely, put it to the IEC that some of the malpractices and some of the misbehaviors of government agents, particularly governors, cannot work, or chiefs or other agents of government, because they are not supposed to. And if they are supposed to prevent misunderstanding and some maybe violence somewhere, they have to address the situation. That is, the governors have to stay away. That is, the chiefs have to stay away. Because we all live in the same community where you do not have control over me. And if you want to overstep, we stop you. Like what? Because we have seen in instances where government will use paramilitaries to go and escort voters. Why, if it is in line with the electoral laws and rules and regulations, why do you escort people to the police station? Why do you escort people to the police station? So government always is guilty of that. That is, the ruling government of NPP is guilty of playing dirty. Where you have, like me, I go to the police station and vote freely. Yeah. As a chairman, I am not escorted by any civil security agent. So why should you go to the border to escort people to come and vote?
Do you think there was any cross-border voting this time?
No, to be frank, that may be very minimal. I have to be frank with that.
Okay.
That may be very minimal. But on the other side, what I said could have played a very big role. So, like I said, this must be a clear message to IEC.
Yeah.
Borders community accept la. Where even not border community, but coming state agents will can use nyame. That will not go. What a continental. And until when we get to election processes, like we go into the election period of 2026, we will see the realities.
Do you think, because I have heard people say, alka voter intimidation, like for example, alka modole, for example, they agree that a lot of people believe that there were sometimes last voter registration, some people they have no voters cards, the more believe to go wo allegation also Seattle. Now, but ni more voters cards to already ababulo kono. Alkate vote killer. Do you think psychologically I can play in the minds of other minority communities to look atol man la feel, and this has what NPP has always used against you. Being amwela alama nema ninka farkela dembo by force. Akafo sido le ko ninyu ganyeta atol te win la jam. So imamira continuously natural kalka mole stop from voting. That mindset ye means soto will always stick. Do you guys sit and evaluate on that kind of message?
Fatou, we have to be frank. Nyana tonya fala nyoen.
Yeah.
Bankonal kay yirwa ay kairo sural ka tonya la fanyoe. Wala na we having some complications here and there. Because muleketa I don't think will kumasifal will because alama kafar ne makala badembo anat na follow ko, he was doing his politics to get it.
But I never far. He stick in a lot of people's minds.
Kanale.
And he played well.
So kanale nga understand.
Yeah.
Ate mem fo ayo fole ado akate hakanyine kama pura politiko. But wait the me ka court. No wait ka court can sign.
Yeah.
So we are not talking about Gambia today. But mira kan Gambia la be someone is still in there. Say new damage create because of your UDP hate. You are creating continuous hatred in this country. Among sign there is a lot of friction here and there. It's because Nabanko exposed to a lot of hate. You understand? It's very unfortunate. I never expect more. I wish we cannot remember it.
Yeah.
Man laughing now sifal remember. How do you think? Come misalfe. We in our right minds. Mo me alonko banko diolan kaito babul. Jum banko lua bankol. Lua aitan le menya na carte kaito solla. Lua aitan le menya na wulu kaito solla. Lua aitan le menya na passport solla. Lua aitan le menya na carte faila kaito solla. Lua aitan le menya na carte of faila. Nya na carte of faila nyame lua o beitan. So ni aje molbe modo kalamila ko carte o me ababula man correct. Then muna le maka dol clip kalami. Muna le maka dol kalami. So UDP has no man coming ngani jawya soto moy. Adon amanka UDP fanan damat anyana kala banku di bel concern na ko men banku di yalem nim banku di yalem ko be kam mo le claim men yalan ko banku di ngol mi manka woti o manka UDP da mal do ko wonyana kala Mansakunda primary responsibility la woti in fact e ka UDP la jalay wala bar Mansakunda nyana jalay la wala because man da ko sunga marta kaje ko jumalam banku di woti ay kayto so jumalam manka banku di woti amanya na kayto so ba nim Mansakunda felta wala fo i kaje ko UDP la ka ko kele o manka UDP la malti o Mansakunda la maloti and I hope everybody understand it that way ko UDP kamile ke wala mu ko nyim banko la interest ultimately wanya na kalanto be la miroti.
But do you think it's politically is hurting UDP about hot can?
No,
because of more carjenya. More carjenya.
No, ni I am hunt then it means
hot come hot. Yeah.
I am baramadame wa ma isala ko mol men ma la tonyala wala be mo mirala. You understand? But UDP load la jel leta kaje ko mol men yalon ko la nyanto pareta tinyala ibe selo ko no ba ibe bantala bang moli Mansakunda kula kela bang wando kudo kete bang men be bakwewo kallo ye ka kelo ka kaje ko banku di lam nyanne la nyanto sorlal UDP yo kela jelle kany banko kanja journalist wol lem bang security service lem bang ye men nyanto tinya muna ne mol bu kay dalo wol kay yol fo UDP ka wolo kendo menga kaje ko nyim banko e betea. You understand? But ni UDP ko banko men nyana carte of file banku dimul wala nyana carte of file muna no be kala kasoti nara ko men banku din kendol mol ke mira e nyane mira nyam ye banko kanu UDP ye memfo banku dimul la nyana carte of file adu wala be kayto bala ni man ke banku dimul imanya na carte of file o man ke kasti par muna na mol mbuka wo ko nyi jube wo nyama fe ka toni ka itani mol do la banku men man ke banku dimul ko UDP mal la fal UDP wala kala jelle ka jam men yalan ko man ke banko dimoti bari ila nyanto pareta nya UDP lota wole sinya jelle kawul la kelo ka kaje ko ina fa amazon. Broad example is new roadside sellers.
Yeah.
You know ka wafiro ka sila dan tenti. We know ko a good number of them are non-Gambians.
Yeah.
But biri ya start kela baka sol boy Mansakunda kela dal boy. UDP man findi jang. Kaytan di ko ko ni jawyande ko ñun fa kela balwo so janna. Including Gambian men be sila dan muna ne mallo ya fako UDP manyana men man ka banko donto UDP fela ibela nyanto kelga ngenda fulan folale. So these are things many alon ko banko din kendo kay fo but ibuka mol bula monoma kaje ko rek ye comme ye men foto na alpha mbugala malaf ka tofo na alpha nyi menketen kele but I hope we don't even remember it because I damage bala create not for UDP but for pour nyim banko because I hate the dundi nyim banko ko.
Yeah.
It's a very big hate speech.
Yeah, it is.
And it's I lua for tinyal. Lua tinyal because hate speech is not in line with proper eventual so but we cannot go far into that. But until after Minagla, Gambia no be understand na. Wala mo nyimti ko UDP mo nyim banko dingol UDP ko mo nyim banko dingol UDP ko ye silo sotle ye loi sotle pour banko la ko ye da dunje mais pour banko dingol adim pour banko la ko yeda dunje pour men manka banko dimoti go UDP ka bela kelo.
Yeah, but saying ganana back to Kayaf voting pattern near voting pattern jibe from Masembe even though ale Masembe win le and in Kayaf I ndeka election o jibe with voting pattern and malong for ite especially from LRR apart from the election I think ngaminje ite you have made a lot of inroads in other communities that are not Mandinka settlement, right? Kabada, you have made a lot of inroads. Yes. But when it comes to subsequent elections, UDP does not make those inroads. In Kayaf, in Masembe sate kono. Ni UDP keme fulasoto, UDP NPP ka keme lasoto. Alka farate male. But ni tata kabada nyol dani usate dolto, ning NPP keme seisoto, UDP ka talule soto. Gap minka tare tolto it all strong to damning. They win with a big margin. At all strong to damning alka win tenne. And this has been NPP la strength. Yeah. Look at election of Mintambita in Kayaf. Yeah. In Kayaf, alla polling station do atole 217 soto. It will be 100. Alla polling station do ali often 200 something 24. It will be 1 something. Now you go to Medina Sancha. Yeah. Ila polling station floor near Bekafu, it only 696 lesoto, atole 76 soto. Ika gapo jel. In your strongholds, alnika karte farale. atolka, let's say if you guys get 60%, they get 55%. You understand? 45, 60, 55. But it only area to 95, 5%. That's where the gap kawara. Even though Allah strongholds ke big communities, but it called them minne tola area to akawara. And this has been the voting pattern. NPP, and this is why I always tell people, data is important. I compared this to suppress the vote in the last data, right? Where yatandiko NPP, ibuka outright win soto dural beto to win the election. If you look at Kenyami, ikatara hangrin tenne. Nitara base. Nibe UDP dana itol katara 95 or 85 UDP 15. Nitara CRR tara 85 or 95 UDP 15. Ninata West Coast. Neither Brekama, me along predominantly Mandinka communities around Sifalu, UDP will but NPP Katare Komale right behind them. But neither the old Joswang and all Yunduma Ninjin community to me uncle Ikajako, Nitolbe UDP Dana, Kedam Baleke, then Gabsolka Soro Walleto. NPP la politics is very tactical. They don't win outright, but ika hangle. And that you're only strong in your areas, but Allah strong for Nambuka. You're not making inroads in communities that NPP is leading well. Hani saying ko patan leji. Ali ojele bang Allah ni election of anant.
Yeah, ngajele Fatou, but just a point of correction. I think yes, yeah, Adolfo, fine, I agree with you, but some other places. Like Brikama, when you come to Brikama North and others, NPP manager a big margin. But Amanda Wala, you come to Jaduma Ward, in other places, Kiang, Julafar, and other places. We still have the grip in LRR. But let's come to Kayaf, so that Kayaf, near voter, like a Patan Memphis. Okay, near Kayaf Juve, about 600 didn't vote, or a little over 600 didn't vote. Mom vote. So winning mem vote Madina Kayaf is almost equal. Mom vote Kayaf.
In Kayaf.
Mom vote Kayaf is almost equal to mom bume vote Madina Kayaf. So when I'm going voter behavior, I implication also bakele. So it's either one na voter sol le manna ka vote anyama one or na voter sol man vote or you know because in that will be fatal, you know, or a data matter. Yeah. But Nina Jube, you will be imagine you will be a voter. We would
that also is saying something. So, actual mobilization then is weak because a chunk like 600, right? That is a lot of votes.
But yeah, Niba for like until election, it was a different story.
Yeah.
Some kind of voter behavior, it can change based on prevalent circumstances.
But let me say this. Let me make this clear. Nka patan mean for it. Nga korosi kabiring generally, how do you call it? Masembe.
Masembe, yes.
Nga jeloko. Atole Masembe win. But if you look at the numbers, beneath the numbers, ikajela atolka win daminuto. Alka nyunu da nyaming abuka wara. Compared to itolka dan daming woka warale. And then ning election of fananto nga the same pattern leje. Nga for albo pattern read kane and I see similar pattern in national elections fanang in certain a lot of the areas.
Yeah, but we are aware of it. So very important development to mobilize our voters that will vote for us. I know ko Kayaf member vote. Near, if you analyze it well, I can comfortably tell you, member vote, ye jube. We have the voter list. We went through it. We run through it.
Yeah.
Even though Malafinga Menjije ka expose. You understand? Because voter list, we have it. Voter list will be collected. Minimum vote. Some of them we know them personally. No more do jije men yang long. Minimum vote. You understand? But this is election.
Yeah.
And this is politics. You understand? So, member you understand? A lot of factors can determine it. So, more 600 plus, can you vote? And we get them near quantify, I'm sure, close to 80% be UDP. You understand?
Yeah.
And we know what is responsible of some of those things. Intimidation, what is responsible of some. So, we have to work on that. Come like coming for mobilization, we have to increase our mobilization, and we have to increase on our strategies. That's true, because it never stops. We continue, you know. But remember, UDP is UDP challenging the ruling government. You know, so those fluctuations are bound to happen because ninga blado suki, when bring a mass suki, yeah. So the more they overcome us in certain way, tactics read. But
what is UDP doing to make inroads in areas where NPP is strongest at? That seems to be a challenge. NPP la stronghold soul pura to le grow wall to back.
We are growing. Even yellow.
No, I don't buy that argument. We have grown 30 something. Look, I don't buy that argument.
No, you
smell as Sisako. UDP wati alboy draw ako I excuse to albe min natila and tabloka and Ismail
he is right. He is right. Let me just tell you he's right.
Okay.
Where we have excuse we will. But
excuse.
At least we are good enough to say election menketa, we respect democracy and we acknowledge the win of our opponent.
Okay.
You understand? But who observe it is our right. Maybe he doesn't understand such. Kafoko win or looster doesn't give us the convenience but especially in outright aketa. He cannot stop us from talking about that. Attention to stop no. You understand? Maybe he doesn't understand political issues very well.
But he's a political science lecturer.
Yeah, even though he's a political science student, we are practitioners.
Lecturer?
Yeah, he is a lecturer. We are practitioners.
Okay.
Yeah, practitioners in the sense that
okay.
You understand? So, here and there, definitely so issues may observe. It is to our very good right putting a signal dole for. You understand? For as can only at a favor, as can my favor. But until be for that. So coming back to coming for the against men's photo. Yaron politico Cartier fire vigil is part of the processes.
Yeah.
But campaign of vigil. Mobilization of vigil.
Yeah.
You understand? Until coming for them. Tonya na figures for increase, especially in Kabada a bit. But the fact of the matter is, we've broken some misconception. We've broken some barriers. I'm sure in the very short period of time, will not be pleasing to NPP. Because that divide and rule system, NPP are established one, ethnic lines and sectional lines, ka fulol jenken de karala, ka foy ko al ninyun kana ka kilometer, waldo ka foy ko UDP malef maninkol. At least we have seen us broke that barrier.
It doesn't show on the numbers though.
No,
look at Medina Sancha.
It's so.
Look at Medina Sancha. See the reason why
in the numbers, but I explain.
Okay.
Go to Jolfen.
Jolfen
number.
Yeah.
You will see last election Jolfen voted 200 plus, and this time around they voted even though
Jolfen, 175 NPP, UDP 86.
Yes, but 175 last election NPP jealousy 225, is it?
Yeah, but I told 86 yesterday.
Yeah, last election we got 88. This time we got 86. So
last time I 88, this time 86. You dropped 2.
No, I'm coming. Me argue proportionately. If I NPP, how many votes from 220 something votes now to 100?
But those people did not vote.
No, I'm coming.
No, vote, but when it comes to you, all the number may increase.
Yeah, but both of us, our number decreased.
Yeah.
But it will number decreased, number man decrease wala. You can understand?
Yeah.
So, Nina Water, you bought Madina Sancha. Madina Sancha, we've seen candidate over jail. But look at the margin from last election, Mansakonko, and this time Mansakonko. So you will expect this is a place where sometimes we get 15. But this time we go to 76.
If you look at if you look at the percentage in Medina Sancha, it will be 696, it will be 76. It's less than 5% of the
Francophone. So you compare it to past elections.
Yeah.
You can compare it to past elections, acceptance in terms of their acceptance of the party and in sign. It's different. So for us, that is a gain. Yellow votes count a lot because that will declare the winner. Will be winner declared. But you have to penetrate.
But NPP can say the same because NPP can say the same. If I am a UDP person, I'll be concerned about the numbers that I see. I'll be concerned. You know why I'll be concerned? Because if you look at UDP strongholds, Alnika Karte Farale in Kayaf, NPP in one of the polling booths, NPP 107 Lesotho, Atole 217 Lesotho. Exactly 100 votes difference. You go to another polling station, only 224 Lesotho, it only 100 Lesotho. Danaka alni kala karte farale. Alka 50, atol katara 55, it will be 45. Kodi? Alcohol Lesotho. But you come to Itola stronghold, need will be 696. Two things, equal je number sold. Enthusiasm in their voters, ila more they were enthusiastic, or they were able to mobilize their people to come out and vote massively for them. Because Kayaf is a big population. You said over 600 people did not come. Why? They are not enthusiastic. They are not mobilized. They are not energized. They did not feel okay to come out. Maybe they are not happy. There can be different factors. Yes. Now, what you see, Wolonko, itola community so is strong tadami ila molka fintele and ila molka vote le massively for them atola community so
in Medina
in Patan to
Medina
na Patan minje
in Medina
yes even in Jelfed
no in Jelfed ni ajube ka compare men na Kayaf
but it's
sorry
you
know we got almost 100 we got 86 for example
86
itola jela so
175
difference give no okay 175 difference is almost half.
Yeah,
it's
almost half.
Just like what we have in Kayaf and what they have in Kayaf.
Yeah.
So, and Njolfen used to be their very stronghold. Me along control half, close to half of what they get. So, yeah, and Medina, just take caution. Medina is where their candidate comes from.
As well, candidate over
But where we have our candidate even coming from Kayaf, for example, Kayaf didn't turn up. So, that factor, I am a bit reluctant to discuss too much on that for now.
Okay.
You understand? So, Malaf Ngoto Kacha back. The factual response. But I can clearly tell you, near cross by what election history, precisely men mankarte of fire, mainly will be UDP call them. So, why they didn't vote, I told you part of it, intimidation and the dirty behavior of our opponent. Either vote buying and other things like that. So, but we don't want to dwell more onto that until when we have all our evidences that we want, and that is going to be a process. But in other communities in Kompiaje, you don't have it. But going forward, even we got a bigger margin. They got 49.
Yeah.
Where we got
290.
So 290. So you look at that. So even January, we are not very satisfied with our results there, to be frank with you.
Yeah.
Because
all candidate overall.
So we need to do more on that also as well.
Yeah.
So that is working.
Because January number one is one of your Allah stronghold, but also Allah candidate over January.
Yes.
So it looks people were not very much energized. But one finally on this Kayaf thing, and especially the vote pattern. What is UDP going to do to make inroads in NPP strongholds? That is very important going into 2026 because false NPP penetrate now after win la.
Yeah.
Allier compete, be competitive in your strongholds, but compete with them in their backyard. But in that backyard, the alka competitive vote, almong competitive itola backyard. There's no way you're going to win.
Yeah, we are working on that. Like I said. It's going to be among the document.
Yeah.
Fancy because political handing for a stronghold. You have to work hard. We are not going to underestimate NPP at all. Not even on NPP alone. Political every day count, every player counts.
Yeah.
So ajela ko ngabunya ni hormodi na opponent rolla nyana dila nyame ngadu ko ka nyama. So that we strengthen. We build on the gains and also, expand on what we have. Like the NPP-dominated areas like Kabada. Kabada Kabada fluctuate. Instead of vote means Kabada. And this vote are completely different. Instead of votes are so a bit higher.
Yeah.
You understand? Certain factors determine that.
Because local governance Molu, for example, a lot of people say when it comes to Kiang, when it comes to LRR, you are very strong there because obviously you have built that relationship with the people and they have seen what you have done in a service delivery. A lot of people say it across party lines. So that's why you have been very strong in these communities. But it looks like you have not been able to transfer that to other candidates all. Because it's like we like landing, but we don't know these other people. How are you able to going to move that likeness and move it to people that
sometimes it's personalized.
Yes.
To be frank, it's difficult to compare.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was one of us
the councillors
in my first term. He did good job there. To be frank, there is a good trace of him there. Community te me along all the time. Mount 2 projects keje. Community war sorry. 7 communities lam. Kayaf ward. But the community te yala time me along project flat now they are geo street lights. Or is almost prominent in all of them. Except Sarah Samba. Wale mam boholo sotonu. But in do be boholo sotle street lights. You understand? So but before that, I've been a youth coordinator in that area for 5 consecutive years, even before my politics.
It shows.
So that plays a lot because in Kakabada and in Blabemal. So interpersonal relations count a lot.
In politics.
So interpersonal relations, into a case nata, that plays a lot because boys will many along near football okay, near youth work, near eventual well you learn outside politics. So when my politics come, will join me, straightforward.
Do you think this is going to be your final term?
Yes.
Do you think UDP will be able to hold the chairmanship after you to maintain? Because, like you said, to be honest, there are a lot of NPP strongholds in Kiang. We all know that, right?
Yes.
And they don't play. NPP, sometimes I tell people we underestimate them, but they're very tactical. You understand?
Yeah.
And they don't play. And I think you win a lot is because
NPP
of Ila outreach.
No, NPP,
Ila outreach.
You understand? Politics of intimidation, that politics of voter buying, well, it's not politics. They could have better said than we vote. Maybe they buy more people than we buy. But if that is more prominent and intimidation, like before Barol Nada Findi Jako, Alcalul, Sefol, Alal political. So no Baro Kilon Amur Sefol, no one is Sefol Kata Sirim, political meeting blah, rally blah. Take a micro take address, Kumandao, governor. In fact, it's very among common to me. These days, governor at a political meeting, state ministers, local government election coming down with state everything. You understand? So, what do you expect?
Baroko, honey justice minister of campaign.
That is what is not correct.
Well, but
so Bankoling now, woman can UDP the Malado what? This is where we count political pluralism. For UDP the Malben Bangkok, ni UDP ma for model tafel. Ni UDP afo kasi. Ikaw faje ko ni UDP dia ko moli stigmatized.
Yeah.
Ye murta ye cool minina. Ye nje control malafi modol. No. Ni banko menke ni meso kuna menka man correct. UDP da mama ngena afala mo be ngena afala. Imagine governor yeta campagnol. CJ ayta campagnol. Alcalo ayta campagnol. Then we should call it a day. We should call it a day because these are the people who control all the resources.
Baroko, ako Natal Winter, ako hani Chief Justice Alba Fly campaign, ako Cabral be Mansakunda, meet the people kakete na ako ika yolo da mal je meet the people to I holofo. Al nina mafa manya na kila bi Alba fo kang ay nina.
Maybe now for when the jackal because don't know like president. Even Han Brim Mansakunda, he was in a better position to not I come for also. He was in a better position to say no, this is not acceptable. I can tell you, ko ndola party leader, bira Mansakonko la moto waka pakale nimbila political rally. Na jita, hanna bina just to meet landing and Talib or then or for the danjo, he'll come with a private car.
Yeah.
And Mansakonko la moto because no remember very well 2018 na Congress.
No, that's true.
He was coming. So allow for mtamaje. Mtamaje mula aduwa for. But I found ko wo.
But when you look at Sianu, meet the people told it.
No, women na support. No, me supporters do not give it up. Na supporters energy solely, adi yela mol kanule. So mol kana jel as our supporters. Inila fellow. But many marta kuala, do they appear in that form? No. Adu why I will found ni wol kana, he was in a better position to say ko ni mol men kana bendo silokang. In French kana. One not try I am a living witness to that. It was one of the break of kang. It was in an occasion me along ko ya je ko mol manyana yellow dun ala moli ofo. But even though you can't stop it. You can't stop it. Because for one thing I know, yellow la sama na osirang kang. So if he doesn't want to see yellow, akafana caricature. That is not fair. Because alta kola yellow la sama na osirang kang. So ni ba bendu ne contente ya bendu ini la yellow. I didn't accept that. But la bendu ka.
Yeah.
Na ma la fi na yellow na. Afa kana ma sai ka ta bendu. Ini yellow.
Ni yellow.
Yeah.
Sai mu grele te sai.
So I think that's but in Cameroon for it wrong. There is no level field play and level ground for the field. Field on your level.
Yeah.
As Baxo will tell me, there is no level field for us to play. So that is where and it looks like
it's going to be the same because incumbent will use every resource they have, especially in an election like this. Maybe so the population are not happy. People have a different viewpoint. Government will use every resource they have. As a party, what measures are you putting in place? Because IEC, mafo naljikita wala. It's not. Because
should be good enough.
We believe IEC is impartial, which they told us they're going to. But IEC tafolo Mansakonko no alkalo kana campaign okay. No, they should. It tafolo kana vote by kana ke.
Fadu, I think IEC.
Donga alonde ko ita kela.
IEC nyana wala kela. Because wala mula do ko kaje ko filo level for all the players. But where it doesn't go that way. IEC nyana NPP ruling government nyana penalize la. Wala muluat. Ni mo luat nya ka penalize le. Ni akasinya kile sinya fula. Ni paro na la mole kodo bondi la patriote o ya bondi la jifoko ne tata ya kudoke. Who am I to complain of that? But
most of these things are
ni bedenda kalolal, ni bedenda kumandawala, ni bedenda safe. Why be safe somebody are utilized to their interests? Omuluati adu is mentioned in our electoral laws. You understand? So why is the IEC not courageous enough? Your government penalized ko umanyana kela.
Are you guys reporting it?
Huh?
Are you guys for putting up a form?
We do not even need to report it.
Emotional, official complaints.
Manyana report la. IEC la do wala wati because abe ko ben campaign man IEC ben normal. Ninta la do de ke nya fay rek IEC. You understand? They see it. Why they should have commented on it. Getting to comment. It only they should write to the governor. Or they write to the chief, we saw you in this ground. Report. It's not our job primarily to report. It's their job primarily to observe and take regulatory measures. Regulatory measures that they are failing in their duties. So one control primary responsibility. Of course, where necessary we can write and protest. But even before we protest, that is what will make us trust them. Even though we still believe they will do the right thing, but some of those things IEC, they are not playing fair.
So finally, do you think Allah nyimpatio mama umikatala patio kono obviously saying ajele saying na Uncle Suleiman sao saying abe campaign minna kuninga kola konye ko ki Uncle manjabo sunfele badibu saya telo national mobilizer thing ajele ko saying as you have been active but in politics obviously but now more on a national stage it has doubled. Suleiman it has doubled because obviously there have been a lot of shake up alla patio kono mama kata jijal kita dol mufta ten dol tata teng movement or lota. Do you think these shake-ups mean that alla model lose the belief that do you think it affecting alla political shake le demanding to the point of losing this election in KF?
No. I mean, of course, I know it has some impact of here and there. Political party on honeymoon killing. Nabotaji. To be frank, for especially where you have executive members.
Yeah.
Live. wo foisi sekop soto domanding.
That's true.
Bari oni election ma nyoso fen.
Okay.
Ani ñu election ma nyoso fen.
But as a party, do you think it's going to have some little impact?
Yes, of course, it is. It is going to, but it has happened.
Yeah.
So it's our responsibility to mend the situation and move.
Yeah.
More bajamal but UDP. Dole fata, dole voluntarily, and we are expecting. I am expecting any minute another person can leave. This is voluntary.
Yeah.
You came there without anybody's invitation. Is it another more command to stay?
Yeah.
Or more buy? That's okay. That's okay. For me, I don't take anything like that to be a big thing. That is human. More activities and their behaviors are based on their interests. That's normal. Yeah. Human being is like that. But no more moved out in a group. We've replaced them and we are moving on. Nintara follow ben nga expect come out move la. Na patio is dying.
Yeah.
That can never happen.
That can never happen.
It can never happen. It's either moefa, moesia ntafanga political iboji. Or moesia ko non tafanga patio lo. So that's normal. For me, we have seen great people like Barodi. We've seen great people like Badembo. We've seen great people, and many you cannot name all of them.
Yeah.
Left, even not only UDP, we've seen in other parties, there are strong people left and they are moving on. Yeah. So, if you don't get what you want, you take what you have. Yeah. If what those with us have decided to move, we take people to replace them and move on. Yeah. That is resilience, because as a national organization like UDP, that has stand the test of time for more than 30 years now. Let's say, for example, with all due respect to His Excellency Lawyer Hussein Dabo, even where Hussein Dabo lives today, we're going to move on. We are good to go.
And that's the mature political person right there. When people move, it's just because they want to move, but
This is voluntary. You don't need to take that as big thing.
Big thing.
You have to move on.
That's good.
You have to move on.
That's good. So let's look at landing in LRR. This is your final term. I don't know. I told two times. We discussed this. Let's set Kandal.
Yeah, we want to set standards. This country needs to move. We said we've established, of course, it's still hanging in the air.
Yeah.
A new Gambia.
Yeah.
New Gambia was never delivered. And I'm not expecting it to deliver anytime very soon if we do not change our attitudes. We were expecting Kobaro will do the right thing at the time.
Yeah.
Yes, at the time. So, but that will never make us change our Namiralol. Namiralol. Until party is called United Democratic Party. Some of the characteristics of a good democratic system is, let's say, term limit is very good. So after serving elected position.
Term let me finish my statement.
No, don't worry. I'll stop you from saying it. I love them. You understand? Not 2 times.
Yeah.
I have a good number of my colleagues or people from LRR waiting in the list. I may not even know them, but I assume I know them.
And especially when people are worried that it might go. Win, but
no. For me, I don't have that belief. I do not have that belief. Actually, because I believe if we work hard, somebody else will succeed me, will keep the seat.
Okay.
I have every belief in that. Very soon, commentate. Nintendo sample set la.
Yeah.
Nti Adamo Barrow, Fode Danjo, Talib Bensouda, Yankuba, Rahi.
Yeah.
Immediately after the change, I'll come to that. Okay. Immediately after the change, let's say for example, Ntolel Nata. Ntolel ko nga ya jame bondi jam because of X, Y, and Z. Ni cool be, amon tam limit di, I am all brutalized le, I dictatorship le samana jang, amon civil servant to respect. There is no proper security, there is no proper local governance and decentralization. All those things. Say, Nintol Nata, Nintol man standard set. We said we brought in a new Gambia.
Yeah.
Who else will set it? So ultimately, Yajam will become better than them, better than us. In fact, not Yajam, but Yajam and our system will become better than us. So even though I don't know whether he means it, but he really means
no,
it. Yeah, but
indication
let's do it for the country. Let's do it for the country. You will not be anything else. It commanded $2 president. Not 50 times Your Excellency, Mr. President.
Akamon pare.
So,
ako nun tala patio be falale. Amon pare ala patio falale duko min desta fasa alabang.
So that goes to tell you.
But also,
NPP is still fragile.
Yes,
so that goes to tell you that. So NPP is still fragile. Anything can happen in NPP. So ila assumption of NPP, growing bigger and more aggressive can change overnight.
You understand? Akaba dingol kenkenale. Tonyalo nie dingo bonus tunjoto. Ika kenkenne follow ibuka hauji kablaita. That's what he's doing.
This is the country. Wanting proper systems man nyota. So let's do it for the country. Let's do it for the country because mune muntu falambe wasula munela. Birimbe jenga nyineke. Biri yajama biji birata sita ko. Mote tambele jan 2 times la. So nada ka mole ko na party yole be dindi yaring. That is not a good spirit of leadership. Fate ate la party yolo tawni bite masanji lulu asire. He could have recruited somebody. Wherein he didn't even recruit at all. He will do it for the country so that a good system to in place I boji. You understand? NPP is not the country. NPP man kan yimbanko tide. Not Gambia I come about Gambia. Most of you understand me. And found it's not for him to be there forever. Not but
NPP more for ko. I heard say kumbalo jang. And in what came now UMC what have UDP. Say kumbalo ngabaro yalante tam go that nga follow ko. Tatam te that baro tatam te mansongal. They go for open. I'm a Gambian, and I have
obviously. I think that is right.
And when I said that to Sekumbalo turned Kemo at that time. I go Kemo. I told me that time limit for Lantole. I told Lucky Baringo, Sanji Jelu, Sanji election Lula, Oleke. I go so. I told Alman time limit respect internally. I will fight now. Obviously, niya jatol fanaman keba nyim falling. Allah tako. Ate drone se patio mutano. Allah ta wala ko ni dia am ta UDP ko kay ka foy ko ni nyinke wati jang na ka fo kana ta janjang ni nyinke sanji tan sabasila natural ko ateda marse ka fo mutano tal fana man proper structures to in the party afana wo fana indication akole tandi baro mi patio mu sanji lu da mara wol soto ni woko ala patio mon loku al kana fold because al fana ta sanji tan saba ni ajal man ke ba nyim bondi je alko ninke kebalo mato atelemu be d'accord ta wala UDP Usain Dabolo UDP and Usain Dabolo mala simangoti minka mo be bind together kodi atelem was atelem mala unifiety atelem mala fenkoti atelem he is that leader atelem babat he's the baba of the party now he's the baba and we all want nukute oto what does that show also what's that the show proper structures in being in place baba se tara no je nyaonya but baba for the dingo so means baba la place ota it looks like woman so no hanisa
no but I think you're getting it wrong.
Okay.
Tonya atlem babat.
Yeah.
You understand? You know what baba means in a compound.
Yeah.
Baba is everything in the compound.
That's true.
Atlem everything in the compound. But ka fa nyadi le secretary general
and party leader.
And party leader. But ma fa Mr. President.
Honey.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
So Adama
Barrow is the president of this country.
Oh yes.
So we have every legitimate right pour nga fa ko. Tam fulebe dana wala ji. Usain Dabo mantra opposition out. Usain Dabo is the party leader and secretary general of UDP. Moment carte of fire banko le nyato. Man of understand.
Yeah.
So until then, UDP choose ka betara nyato. You understand? War is different from moment president ya la banko la president ya. You understand? It have to change. We have seen many political parties. Their leaders stay for too long. But that doesn't also mean, I think that, belief or I call it a misconception still. Ko ni Usain Dabo teje UDP. UDP is the most structured party in this country. Bankola political history. For maybe PPP, I've seen a bit of PPP when it was at its best. Ngadoma ningele PPP. Bari now anke PPP ti demanding PPP. You understand? Political party you have a main structure better than UDP. UDP is the best, is the only structured party in this country right now. So ni UDP silata wala party juma wala UDP la si okeno bibi la hani Usain botaje UDP tela mital o man fiake UDP mo le lafta Usain taraje bara manje ko na botaje party wala betela hani UDP is well structured and we have a lot ya na manje la ngafwe competence member UDP, you understand the energy there and the support base and the leadership there member je sansa enten the cohort member je sign what a party. So to say ko ni Usain teje party batela, no, I don't believe in that. Usain has already built the party to be inherited once he's not there. But the fact of the matter is UDP ko left Usain Yeterenyar. That's the fact.
Supporters all left out.
More UDP dingulu il left Usain Yeterenyar. It may not amas keno fang Usain formal left pour kata la onyama. But party more ko left atella. Okay. We've seen processes happen here. They said Usain Dabo.
Yeah.
So that concluded everything.
Overwhelming vote.
You understand? That concluded everything.
But
so that is different from Barrow, president of the country. New democratic system, new Gambia.
In Barrow's defense, he can vote up to 10 times. We don't have time limits in our constitution. In his defense, even though I'm against that.
Absolutely.
But in his defense, he can run.
Luala Carola.
Legally, he can run.
Luala Carola as of now. But who do we blame for that? Answer, it comes to him.
Yeah.
So, ni murumurun de ye fon fo. Murumurun hansa mba murun na lekam. Because ni ay malwa so remember bonda je two time la.
Man constitution sto.
Man constitution sto. Ni aje ate morally ate agree la pura step aside atelam. Ya tonko njube atelam.
Yeah.
Because if it were me, honestly, I will come out. Nkoni mota ka jala fa. I didn't wait, like right now. Luata je mensa wente lo tata.
Yeah, but
I didn't even wait for my regional chairman. Yeah. That is my bigger boss. Wala man na boss in the region.
Yeah.
Man na Usain Dabo ya follow. Na rula na chairman.
Yeah.
I'm well enough media. Like I said it here.
Yeah, say yeah for your like what you said.
I'm when that yon songa ko ko barita fa na ni mo man ni mo ta yin kachala.
Yeah, that's your personal.
Ko ni mo ta yin kachala. Ko bi mi na chairman ya nyino la. To nyala no mo consult la. But I agree to become a chairman. Nim tam based on my policies. Nimba conclude la second term la aman jara ngal consult because hanal ko ni stay into son.
Yeah.
Ngo adum mom moje mem let me show you but I don't think I will.
And one was that's good leadership. One was all. And I agree with you. Barrow should have.
It doesn't mean ko I don't see the prospects pour une state be winner one or I don't see the prospects ko development like right now. I am having prospects of having new projects.
And
but somebody will take them from me.
Yeah. And projects. So, but finally on politics, Rohi Malik law. Yalom iko alla structural baby in place le. UDP come here for ninkaranal. Hani moment sialti wala. Nimbankoka. Londi tiolo.
Bangokano.
Londi tiolo. La party leader, human rights defender. Feofeng nyamola nyanto wala mala keloti ni dara Gambia la jurisprudence UDP e kelominge ka lual dundina constitutional kono ka lual londi mian ko ke challenge kabrin ko lari
kabango ni fasa
momo kalti
kabango ni fasa hani men ya lonko e mantra UDP ya te Usain fon ya jihadi nyim banko kan ye luaye muta kallo ka fo ko e findi se lokon kela right fight
to nyalo beti
wala kede jal ngol example
hani moto tanu la
so Usain Dabo is not there for UDP alone.
It's for
there for the Gambians.
Yes, I believe you. Yeah. I believe you. You know, I always tell people, UDP, but
yes.
And
I think Gambians should acknowledge that. Gambians should acknowledge that. Usain Dabo lo Gambia bankoy. Hani me yalon ko man kuri UDP man si UDP sita men man ta UDP kalo kela keloke. Adu dolu be je fa woliate agents le pour ka man to rafang bar biri ta da luwala karadola abulate no make fasa.
Ibe mbiri bari ni question of ngani ngade Rohi Malik lo aba UDP la fama taraye
oh Rohi UDP la
hani de katu ni aje ngo question ni nka ngaje le kunun ko buba story safe ko buba gaji go ko rohi kachata I allegation of dolmoy obviously I nata rohi contact rohi kai ko I rohi even fai ko I do not trust the UDP anymore and ngalo ne ko rohi has existed about every UDP executive forum or corner one in BT I safa la Facebook page to mbenga jelo ko she's not going to participate in politics I have followed one in BT but in the latest report I mean for all buba ko I'm a UDP trust anymore. So is she still UDP?
But I'm not resigned.
I'm not resigned.
Then she's UDP.
Alfana Mabai.
She's UDP.
She's still UDP.
Yeah, I'm not resigned.
But I'm political.
Well, you know, like I said, politics is voluntary and politics is also time.
But she's an elected official.
Yes. And she's UDP elected official and she's aligned to UDP. And Rohi is very busy.
Okay.
Malafika jump back again, but more personal decisions. That's not me.
Yeah.
That's Rohi making her decision. Now left men.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all I know is I have to be frank. She didn't resign, and she's not writing. She's not written to UDP.
Yeah.
You can remember for the verbal letter, and they are not. I cannot account for them, and I'm not sure who can account for it. Rohi is somebody else. Njikita. It's not conclusive. Njikita ko na left the hala UDP.
Yeah.
Aba fulla nganda hala.
Yeah.
Abuke no mo. Nalon ko nalafte da hala politiko ma iya fa nyamente ma je mamoy. Nalafte da hala politiko la. Aba ko nganda ha politiko la. Bari na ka big break le fanantala. Probably we need to know why. What is the reason why she is taking a break? I know for one thing, and I'm not speaking, I'm not holding brief for Rohi.
Yeah.
Of recent Rohi ka busy back.
Yeah, Rafaela.
Because mbebe ndo ko kono la. Abe do ko menantena abe jele sa nganda ha galga presta yalal. But I know ko Rohi ka busy back le. You understand? And political position, I made the qua pra ke jabe kolal. To be fair to her. Pra ke Rohi is almost an international servant now. She's an international servant.
Yeah.
Rafaela la kuol be jana ni other associated programs will be jana. So ni abe UDP palaso babulje. Pra perform correctly. Of course we live in the digital world, but abe kolal. So that could be a challenge on her side. I'm not holding brief for her. But then similar job in wala minto ko UDP ma bay I'm not sure ko UDP Rohi bay la adu Rohi ma abula I still consider Rohi as one of us.
Okay.
You understand? Ani modo la si la de kacha men foje. I don't want to comment on that.
You don't want to. Fair enough. Yeah. Hopefully. Obviously, we also saw a report ko Pamane Rohi Kail ko ate she will never leave UDP. So obviously I think
I don't think so because nga sobita nyola.
Yeah.
Sobita nyola. She may have her challenges, but Rohi UDP can.
Yeah.
So kan ofan wasat na watlo ofan I tato a level as kudo ke. Musa mera for kudo no. But she loves UDP.
Ate bolaje.
Yeah.
Okay.
She loves. Anyway, let me say because I have no control over father bolaje, but inte manjiki bolaje.
Okay. Elara. Bi ye project kuto kafnya ali a launch level for evaluation olamba because obviously
na launch le
ali ole launch from nyimu feneti mi alonko in Morocco few weeks months time itara Morocco. That is the Women Cooperative Development Initiative. Yeah. Tell us about this project. I'm very excited when it comes to women issues because musolu itolle kabata politiko kono itolle kabata fengo be kono bari itolle fananka less development oje. So any initiative, tell us about that.
Well, new initiative is part of na Moroccan cooperation. Morocco in Gambia. Sorry, not Gambia alone. Africa, a fund sort of for Africa development, Moroccan Fund for Development, African Development. Me along koika Africa Bank, particularly area council, local government school, ke support. Normally support nyinka Kenya ila government ka 60% provide. Partner city ka 30% ke.
Yeah.
Ndolfanang, come in the local city like Mansakonko 10%. So 2021 data Afri cities in Kenya. So partnership ke with one of their cities, municipalities. For Sirat Tamara, Sirat Tamara Prefectural Council. Ni Mansakonko area council partnership ke. What I want to tell president of Galgati. But in Tolda Mante, Banjul Bejele, KMC Beje. Almost all these councils. Yes, but prominent among them, Banjul Lamu, KM Mansakonko Area Council. You don't be because I'm president, we facilitated for all of them. I don't know how much they've followed up. Because more later follow up.
Yeah.
So until we were lucky, follow up. We benefited from an earlier project, master's degree for 2 of our staff.
Yeah.
We'll follow that serum. Part of the project will let a master's care in city management. Yeah. So bari woman Mansakonko Area Council mo fula. Brikama Area Council mo killing, Kuntaur Area Council mo killing, KMC fana mo killing. So Mansakonko file in 2 and our city, but oka depend any city la partnership. If your city want to support that way, so Ntoma Tule select and the city was ready to support it. So yeah, now like a master. So they returned I think in August. So this time around, women empowerment, women cooperative initiative. So wo mamsol le mako la pour la cooperative sol. Like ñilmen kay ñing let's say vegetable growers, Kuntoma Association. In LRR we have an association called Kuntoma Association. You make a process there ka seraten comme curayo.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say poultry farmers association. Comme misal felam. Ñing cooperative solten to support them pour que la business will kalafa in terms of training, building their capacity, in terms of adding value to their work that they do, either processing or storage or marketing. So we support those processes. But we also support women in horticulture. Like Musolmen Yalonko, it's hard to say. Ikanying doku kolembalke. Emang soto bunda dol so be do ko like ndola ma fona musol beje men ka kembu janok. It's very unfortunate. So when we were defending this wala mundala major concern, where you have musol kata ila wulo kono kembu furo bala o tilbulo kata tinya wulo kono e ka kembo jani pour ka wa just to get a living. So we need to give them alternative means of income generation. Pour ye fan soto no ye balu seno bayla ko be horticultural growing menkela ni a grow ita be wafila do be je ba domola so bayla ko good nutrition be sotla wala ko be domor kendo domola ini la dimbal be domor kendo domola bar fane be fensor la me alon ko be dimbal ma ko la je. So project ko is basically for that adun akono comme ngam for training be jele skills training value addition be jele exchange program from be jele because ntola city men na municipality men na partner is a municipality me alanko is well endowed. It will be damendo ma van gise be jele e ka nyemuto ke jele kendeke bari fanan e ka nyi seno dol kala men yalanko comme horticulture pour ngaji be ni la musol be nyomo la nyaadi la pour hani in terms of marketing be product exchange ñol kala ñaadi product exchange ñolo pour ye ño karandi dol ben to la jang maybe to ka jaboni potentiel fi jang okay to ka fendo fi jeng sal dol exchange ñolo ngol dol fansa nga jube jang or maybe to fana na musol fana fendo so de buli ya so will be better rajela but you know beyond that as well we forging a bigger one pour ka je ko cooperative operations ka fanundi. Even beyond LRR. So what is in the pipeline? Well, maybe when I come next, when I engage the stakeholders, we often discuss that because we've gone further, not to only purka than municipal partner than Maya, but ka Morocco, ila Mansakonko, aning Morocco, la Bundal men Marta cooperatives. Morocco than Maya, you have 6,000 cooperatives.
Yeah.
Morocco, 6,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah, cooperatives. So, ila Department of Cooperation or Department of Cooperatives, if it were in the Gambia, it's a very big one.
Okay.
So, ni kacha kendel soto and ngamera kujama be me yalon ko nisa kenol. Wote dana LRR la pour banko nyim pour face robe soto la nyamem pour kaje ko Gambia fana na cooperatives be blood na ko nyobul nyamdi. So wo fana be do ko nyim konole adun I'm happy to say ko mbe kala wato menna na ambassador mbeje member act kanje right now was at hand ngay birin dara Morocco ka project ko launch on the 18th of last month December. ambassador bejele tolfana bejele. So I'm happy that he was there because where in tolbe na central tolbe na council da malako ke bari ngate fana invite pride naje isaje nyin ko tolbe je tolteje atlebe sirin gambeje pour nyin ngaka banku kuoti kana ka komen kunkilin kuoti wala Mansakonko ila council da malako I'm happy wol dun o ko wol dun nota jele fo saying mba fanu ndikanne pour banku tema quality bari maybe wo na la wati do mbe kacha kala wotla bari Mansakonko ila council ni tol wakani saying ko project ko launch tal but we will have a local launching here as well where mbakela only sensitization of about the project.
Mashallah, that's very good. So come la final time obviously what will be Landing's legacy? What kind of projects are you going to maybe make sure and what will be Landing's legacy? Because I saw the book by Mahdi, this is a vision for development by Landing Sanneh. I think, and I like that, the fact that Mahdi is taking this initiative to look at the work that prominent Gambians are doing. Because and I think this initiative by him, Talib Takele and then Ngete Fanantaji, is very noble because at least Soma Molba Kabrin Landimbe Chairman Yala Minke, Aimuneke, Kabrin Talib Bejang KMC, Aimuneke, Minke. These are very good initiatives, and I think Kerr Fatou even covered it, but it's important to have those Fenkolo. What will be Landing's legacy? What can we look at after Ilatam Banta and in 2027, right? 2027 and say in June. That's around the corner next year.
Yes.
I see that.
Yes.
What can we look at and see Landi and Yineke in LRR?
Okay. For instance, when we came, we developed a strategic plan. Nga fere bukol dala. After commenting time, but it is a medium term 3 years strategic plan. But what 3 years strategic plan can extend beyond because kujamala ba ubuko no. Many along they are still valid and relevant. Although Mbari Vice can right now with support of Action 8, Mbari Vice can to have a new one. Fere buko nyinkono musola yiriwani nyatota afuni mfoninchol. Omuje kukuma balet. Anim balu woni balunya mbo yiriwani la nyadi na mafon. So wala na ni argument nga project call menke na bring na kiamani ala. Ni project call jube life changing projects wala si araje. Boreholes, street lights. You go to the strip of Kabada. Kabada starting far ending. High quality LED street lights. Not time. And this is close to 5 years now. They're still strong and better. You understand? So what be because what Yeman Kurang sila kenete Kurante they are highly deprived. So bring na rango jije. We had that partnership with Unique Group, Papanjaya and team, with UNOPS, no partnership soro. So no street light will somebody. At least ni beje fana ni man kurang soro. But ni lampo banta be fanuring.
For even security reasons.
Yes, security enhanced nole. There will be life in the communities. Suto is finti nole. Be futala nyoma without any risk of any problems. Yeah. And bring over some Lumo communities like Jataba, Buren Lumo, Quinala Lumo. Nangin be street light or fixing in better. Purisaje, commerce, business activities.
As a keno.
Another tilo boita.
Suto as a keno.
Because nila Buren Lumo to. Lumo saya is becoming a daily market. Because saya mo siara je, bitikibal beje. So ngo kaje saya suto hani Lumo to jano hani saya bitikibal ko close. So ebe bela ni lampo beje anyama. Yes, ke daily market. So that is to the interest of the council also. Because economic boost bektana jele, but council be more connect, but it will make also the town lively and it will grow. So it will be a strategy. Ni na woji be lampol. Lively, it will enhance livelihood and business of another father. Ni na jube eta bure lumoto. Ngalum kuta loje. It is nowhere in this country. O lumo nying bi istaji etela fiong fene la banku bunko kan. Nga be pefle. Abe pefle na be cementing. Isina yesi cemento kan. And the beauty is covered. Said vegeta for ko yena nyina mero yeta watilo. Yesi tilo la kabirin somanda fo tilo e boy kundo. You go home sick. So nga kuya on kajela. Nga gio kaje independent gio amantra jikirin sate wala gio la. bohol fauna lumo fauna la geolem wala on bohol lam good quality camol in toilets ngole fix ye
wow
ila o lampol me je we reinforce it nga la fale we brought in more lights
wow
street lights ka beke lumo karobe nga muta nga lumo fence.
Wow.
So that there is no
security and infanang ila products will
secure fonyo fana menka wuli nim fonyo wulda at least there will be sort of barrier na mero jata kende ani na pabil men biji so yajel so will break it all lumoto so what nyimba ko kata dula o is life change ba ko sai ni na je te koronto leta
ese
yajel isi sikeno je lumo fon bala katak nga gesa so sorji me alon ko men bina juna men bina comme bi ibina belaji ye luxury sort leta o guest house to
ni fodo kita
oni swoku de man seno ima moto sort la o guest house to yelaji so ba la ko cancel the income increase ta jela because we did all that to maximize revenue but also to create enabling environment for commercial activities yajel so is also life changing ita na communities rural communities Fatou Mbafole, and you can verify by on your own.
Yeah.
Especially Kabala. The reason why I'm so much concerned about Kabala because it's deprived.
Yeah.
It's deprived. Well, that's the fact. Yeah. And they will always tell them ko albuka mansa so. But it will come mansa ketul so.
Yes, sir.
Because mansa buket will support. But ni mansa ko na wrong it will come mansa fasa.
Yes, sir.
For me, I don't see them support me or not support me. They are my relatives.
Yeah.
The farmer businessman old. Ala business o karkelum be Kabala. Na I feel someone I bitiko supply, I mean dollar na I don't Kabala. So he has a lot of friends. But how found it? They are taxpayers.
They're taxpayers.
Yeah. So boholo B, ibita asate omento. Mavon dole boholo ke satol bedol. Hani mavon dole boholo ke satol. But Mansakonko area council, satol mem boholo sort ma provider. Na beje you'll count it. Say we find it difficult to locate a community mem boholo sort. Mavon dole fana ya bekede. Bari munekele menu masoto we try to fish them out and make sure boholo is. So these are life changing. You understand? You know. So apart from that, we have a hotel where you can do conferencing and this thing. You can workshop all KJ. We've created a lot of employment through that. Wofana is an income generating activity venture for the council. Council ka fen soto je. So we do not rely on birintel nata mang nyalo kafuko ngata mola bunjol da mata nga avenue leke me alonko revenue be la pala ibaya ko ni revenue la fata obe mako la pour nga menke nga keno nga na salaries fana jono anya overheads because council ni birin nata fana to nyala staff ol ngol fana la fale we employ more young people so that insinyamo ko na nyama as we speak ni bibi lala ni any yengininka they will tell you ko Mansakonko area council is rated as the cleanest community in the Gambia. That is not us telling you that. Reports of Lenara, Yaita Ninako, Allah community is rated as the cleanest community. And imagine, Ndola community is well exposed, not only to local traffic, but Ajibe, Senegal, Ibeka Tamin Dolejan, Casamas, Ibeka Tamin. Yajel. Ni lola je Ndolia is the Afra city of the Gambia.
Definitely.
Subol Besana Jana Kaitol Bejola Blabe, but even there. Nga Australia fonka be Ndola city, we clean our city. Well, nga clean on routine basis can make sure na city. So we have to employ more. So nga employment enhance le. So that contribute to livelihood. Yeah. Mo foninko ni musol. Menka street clean. Nga nying damento law. We have 2 youth centers or community centers. Yeah. We call them community friendly, youth friendly centers. Japine and in Kianquinala. These are also growth in their own way, growth centers. Nga friendly centers lo jel to me alanko bumbal beje foninko style je multi-purpose basketball beje volleyball, you know, it will keep the young people in the community so that irregular migration, you know, we can enhance it. And you know, workshop kakeje, skills training so kakeje. Of course, we are not facilitating all that. Ndolunga environment create le mol kanaje ka skills training keje ka kodol keje. You understand? So and many others many other projects like we support also education. We have a whole education trust scheme. Every year, we call it needy and deserving. In our case, we call it needy and deserving. You have to be needy, but you also have to deserve it. That is, your results have to be so in core. You need support, so that you are able to perform better. not just ka ko man bugol sano ngadi la hani e man bugol sano fine but ila performance be jadi are you interested in education? Yes, we support you. Where we have it, yes. So we'll be okay. So remember we focus on life changing
projects.
Projects many along ebe mola balu falina ebe contribute to mola livelihood, but again also council fanang we enhance council. Marcel Lole, for convenience. Ngaraso Lo, we have one of the best car parks in this country. Soma car park. Yes, we have one of the best car parks in this country.
So you guys have done a lot, and I think that is why it's important Madi Nyimbuko capture. How long did it take to be able to work with Madi Purka Nyimbuko put together?
Madi, it came as a surprise. Madi Natale, I am contact, he's writing this book. I think he started the groundworks even before he get to me. So, information men need from me. Another welcome. So I interview some of the Dex materials, comme evidence, some of the electronic materials, so here and there, abe several nyameng na sulata information do la ka but he made a trip angama weekend mumo ke LRR pour kata physically kanyum project call visit ka verify ka jube ke natalol ta want to ka found satisfied about some of these projects. I gave him a whole list of the projects. So I had a project, some of the projects like Jube. Yeah.
Interesting. Now finally, our relationship with government. It has always been crazy, and I am an advocate for independence of the local councils because Tonyalong councils do work needing central government do work. Central governments work with local governments, but of late relationships were not very, very cordial. It was tough, especially Kabiribe Nungalga President Yala. I think your entire tenure, I don't think you have even started with the president to discuss with council solar problem or saying Fenke, NPP la chairmano Sise, Wolomal Galga President Matisani saying. Has the relationship improved? The reason why I ask this question, because Honorable Ahmad Ba, ala minister, to be fair to him though, kabanata for ala politics yamo yala Ahmad Ba o shade throw walleto. Ngol jele bari ma any specific area mo dami because I remember like KMC ning Musa Drame ngeje jan.
Yeah.
KMC ning Musa Drame mami mo kalamuta. Mo mbe mo jejane. Chairman yankuwa dawa fana kabla fana nata kutake aning minu benunje watu safile benunje maning fenkenyol but kabring aman nata mawoje follow come something that magnitude maje follow but all relationship benya because I mean for Mansakonko ila fenko to ako niaje all relationship or man fenkeno back because councils alka party politics prioritize over service delivery alka to Mansakonko accuse la kuola para alban traparere ale do ko ke politico drong ale abeke wolti albuka service delivery and you are collecting millions and millions on behalf of the people and you are not delivering those services.
Ngamara mfana yo omwele but men koita ngamara honorable minister kewalam drum bari membe je drum atle minister of local government nyimbanko katama luwale luwale Mansakundari mon law adun wolwani avola local government act olwani ala sembo bondi constitutional bala na banko la loi bukuba ala sembo bondi wala bala yo ate president ate be do ko la president ko ate be do ko la Mansakunda la kota Mansakunda ba to be Mansakunda ri ko bari to fanam baate la ministry ko directly he's our line minister. You understand? I think I had it on Jarani Lamin Fenjoto program or ngala mai afana ngala mai but ata watu fon to be political kono fam
I mean political doro
yes ndo be political kala but membeje ndo ga political ke Mr. Bafo honorable Bafo that ateka them for it's true ka political kala but we came in as politicians and don't politician led but political man to la doko batande. I'm not sure why malo muna na yofu but nina rajube ateka political men kamal and phone cock. Ateka bula president. I think he could have been a better advisor as I call Kumon phone. As I follow president phone better than us. Because Dongana president even the legally sanctioned tours, like the Meet the People tour or the so-called Meet the People tour, how it has been changed into a NPP Meet the People tour.
It was so-called.
Yeah, because it's not the real Meet the People, not a Meet the People tour them. It's meant to be. He would have gone and meet the people and discuss their development or their concerns. But not a meeting. Mr. Bafon, Honorable Balaji, if follow, the turnout is good. We have seen X, Y, and Z cross-carpeted to NPP. In some nationally sanctioned tour, Meet the People tour. So, what is characterized by political activities? So, Namira, I think for that, he should advise himself better. You are a serious water. Now, I think you're not for the president. Didn't know Leben come even to let you become. Alin Tolkana political during the doko. Let's provide services. Where in political seat and political fanan. Don't president being a political anati. We don't know to be a politician or but there is time for politics. Come on, for Yam, what I'm talking about. But I didn't follow Yamala follow because people look up to them. Mulget to Jube. Attending President Katra Searing, Mansakunda Kalakolo when Kadu Bulpuri at Abanko tour. It will look at our Tola, it will look at NPP propaganda. Feka Moli Yelamandi from Patikari, Kesama Patikar, more La Banku tour. Abanka NPP tour. Say, I don't know Yamara, I'm fan for. I don't tell Mansakunda about it. Look at now, Menje, come and name Famfella and Tonya and get it to use that. So, not a more fan for Akako. But, let's say, for example, I meant for common book concentrated service delivery. I don't know what he means by service delivery. Because now to have a service delivery, I think it means service delivery, mantra menkeka. Mantra because we have transformed.
Millions collect on behalf of the people.
Yeah.
But our mantra deliver.
Yeah, where we collect those millions, especially this cohort, and let's forget about the political divide.
Yeah.
Whether NPP or UDP.
Yeah.
All of us together, we've changed the landscape. Nitala council also. Area council administration kakenyameng. Until that time, everybody will agree whether it's NPP led or it's UDP led. We've changed the status quo. So I think I follow appreciate la. You understand how we are struggling with the meager resources. No status quo change. Now modernized to the interest of the people. But maybe am I interested because Birintenga Kabiri Yajama Des is the only minister Menje, Biriyaka minister of local government. He still didn't visit his councils.
KMC local.
Yeah, KMC is not the only council in this country. He didn't go on tour. I have never seen him in our councils. You understand? It is a minister to do it. Interest. I can interest me for thing. Mantra service provisional. When did he build that interest? At council of Jele. Minister. He has never at a council to come back to come a minister look at our even councils in Banjul. Ministers in Banjul. I've seen at one point information minister at information outlet solto at a department or units at a visit. All the ministers can have that. At another council to a visit to go and physically see what we are doing, whether we are doing right or wrong. Now I think verify. Then he will be in a better position to address the situation. Anu, let's say
visit Balia, Omati Nala Doko Amojere.
Yeah.
Nala Dal Nota, Alman Bakabe will collect.
Yeah.
Warang more dual months of our community, Silo months of the walk.
No, but Memena, near interest of Kuala, Eka Kuleke me alonko obo stop. Let's say, for example, a month visit. We have what we call inspectors.
Yeah.
Ministry inspectors, inspectorate units rather. Ekata Murumuno Ladol. We have never received any report. Me along Kataka for them. And we'll look at physically to go and see things. For example, one more technical armed, we'll let that. Because I expect him to go around at a phone around. But now around inspector around. I expect him to quote from that.
Not to just speak.
Yeah, to write officially to our councils because we are working directly under him. He has that regulatory power by law. Nimmantra behave well. Let him regulate us. I'm not regulate by evidence. I several ko nga safaro receive mbe Mansakonko ila council report nada or correspondence nada Mansakonko ila council you are not cleaning summer town, it's too dirty, or this and that, or you are not doing this, you are not you itemize. That is more of a professional approach.
Na kawal regulate la fanang alba fla interference. Ya long.
No.
Bari alka fa left ala independence, alka independence mean alka left mean claim la. Na kawe diamo at least kabrate nata. I diamo don't make bara.
Men for interfere, they are better than him for me.
Are you kidding me?
They are concerned. Those people are concerned to some extent. But you never visited us. You never call us for a meeting. You never even create that atmosphere where you will interact with us to know what are our challenges, what we are doing wrong. If at all we are doing anything wrong, the best person to call us and bring us a book on ministeriality. Young commandi, chairpersons and mayors, CEOs, yen sindi. Yen sindi. Barrier and donative. Barrier and donative, because by law he can do that. As in command no afoko ngam fendeja wan content. Or ngam fendeja wan content. Either he encourage us, because it's not all about money. It's not all about money. He can encourage us. He can motivate us by calling us and giving us the assurance that he will be behind us. He will support us. Hanu adam mafam mukulet. Ba anamuna okay. Anamuna kumandi. Anamuna tanjube. Namuna report sort of advice of what we are doing. So not a lot of in a media or in a public platform. Kafoko ha area council being in a political. That is not essential. Me essential. Don't be political kala. Okay, mom anamov. Political mbokala, but is that interfering with our job? Ninga atamita fananak fanga akada do kotinya. What is another thing? But ni mo fanan kira atli fenjo soro. Kala ba atli bula ensafa en kumanna afonye ko alinya na nyinkela bukake because of politics. So now okay, he fell in his job. He fell in his
oversight.
Job. So oversight. Good, thank you. He is the oversight. He should have called us, but he has not. He's not even interested. Well, that is the fact.
Instead of going to the media, call them.
Nimmeluka sonkafang. Many along going KMC sonkata. Many along going I really appreciate that. It's because menuka sonka. Well, then you fale.
Only engage.
Nimda de la kudo. Nimon time soro. If you is your problem, I don't talk to you about it. But near the warning sonka, maybe at least nika interfere. Nika interaction soro. But at least we were able to manage nga sonka but nin sidan diamuta ngabal. I was central in all those discussions. I was the peace broker in all those discussions. But I believe the ministry then was even more responsive and more concerned about us than the Honorable Ba, those political statements. I think he's even taking us backward. He's not the right person to say that.
No, I think I'll do cook.
No, I'm bula.
Kate manta interfere. I'll do cook.
No.
In momenta sonkala, he tried to just deliver.
No. But is more serious. He's making allegations. Where are the evidences? Evidence lay. Ngamra nata ateyala samato akome ateyala lodla fa tep. For me, I will respect him. Ning kakuke memang correct. I am command na afanya ko alkay menketa man ko o nga letter osoto ministry complain ko al silokete abe sembo is in the act. Minister has that those powers ka oversight, can regulate. You understand? Awareness, but it must be based on evidence.
Yeah.
So nimo ke kata lo platform or you castigate your own ministry, your own people. Me alam ko ete nyana wol makoela ete nyana lola wol koma ye support dila ete ko kata you just castigate. What is counterproductive? And that is not meant to dampen our spirit. What in the last spirit dampen no? Because before he came, we struggled under very difficult situations. And we are still managing under such situations. And we will never give up. Because he is not an inspiration. Itoman can tolerate inspiration. Our inspiration, lies in the hands of the Gambian people. Ndoka Gambian olege wala nanka bemen keka bemen sacrifice ka nkake. But it's not him. Because he is not there to support us.
So, but you guys have a good relationship with government now. I mean, even before what time? Because Ngajele Gam works just like Minister for most cases. Not my favorite minister though. Not, I always say it. Ngajele for alkanyi projects will be claim. Communion will be voting. Alka kolomin collect banku dingol bral ko kejede. Gambia Mansakundala ila outfit
counterpart
because Fenke Gam works. Gambia Mansakunda tam. Kodi so Gambia counter nyadi
counterpart contribution government
government can do contribute atole ala partnership natina ali akafo ni KMC la ni office baje bi mi nyata wala ya lo e banjunu taji atola ka pak ala project so wala obelo so now commence bukal mako e kalma ko le bayri ani gambo
nange mako woman can tell mako it you understand more cases from même tala interest je professional have to be a professional yemen karang akoytema na akoyte men nyana la where a professional refuse to accept the knowledge he has, then there is a question mark. More cases that have among governance law. You understand? GAM works project come and it's I think it's the same bantaba. Mansakunda.
Hani environment minister from
yeah, but coming for until we are not perfect.
Yeah.
You understand? And we still have a room to improve on. That's okay.
Yeah.
For me, and I do not challenge being criticized. But I think for us, if our government is doing us a favor, no. These are things that are clearly written.
Yeah.
And they are, me aronko luwa le me suffering. Mansakunda nyana menkela ni mansakunda ari nyana menkela. Adung ateka me mfoteng. Let me tell you, in fact, some part of it is project funded. Come the World Bank here, part of it fund. Mansakunda a part of it lafaje. Mansakunda ari mfananga fenke jele. 10% onye. Misal fe.
Yeah.
Okay. But the main interesting that is this is governance. Governance lenyindi.
Yeah.
Mansakunda ka comme misal fe nata ko Mansakunda ka contribute wo GAM works to. Mansakunda ka million jelle collect Mansakonko local government area. Huh? You know? In terms of GRA membeji. I don't think income tax yo.
Yes, mega yo.
Income tax is not, it doesn't stay in Mansakonko area council.
It comes.
Ninga jo akata GRA na banyu.
Yeah.
You can understand. So ni Mansakunda plow back, one has to understand. Transgambia Bridge.
Yeah.
Abe mindol. Mansakonko ni North Bank.
Yeah,
millions menga collect ye. It all come to Banjul.
Yeah.
But menga pass by je ka kodojo. Ni na rekalo somale ka kaitu ni subosa. E ka kaitu be drop je. But not even a dollar is dropped in Mansakonko. O kodo be kana Banjul. You understand? Immigration or other revenue earning areas. Ni wale collection okay. Fe ka sama na Mansakonko area council.
No.
So, I think for still, in proper decentralization, I don't know whether he will agree because I learn. But yeah, what I didn't nimbe do wala nyana ka wakili nga menkara kweta ma nga luwa ka nga fo ay senea. Dina you bring argument of convenience. Ika dia mo fo rondan kondong pour membe la moy kan. Wando pour ka fo ntol men ko kamen tol kan tol men kajafi. No, it's about our country. GAM works la project Mansakunda ko do dundi woto. That's not a favor to the area councils. So that amuda ko Mansakunda ka okay ndol mo fo Mansakunda la lola because ika revenue bondi na council lelto na area lelto. In proper decentralization programs, you will have revenue sharing. We know revenue eventual sports solmen beje. We could have shared the revenue. Hanata 1% or 0.5% lam. Mansakunda will drop la council, Mansakonko area council, bearing in mind that we are primary duty bearers in that place. Ko dwa sene antolam. Ko kudo eke adu wo customers men ka trambi ka kodojo. They interfere with our environment. So ni adu what can adu ka do garaso kono. Come ndola garaso. GAM works project lam.
Yeah.
Kodi? So ni ko Mansakunda percentage men jowoto. Nangam for model men gata meka kodo men jo wala murtana. But on a more serious and I think what they more need to concentrate on is how ibaju bel nyameng ibe Mansakunda encourage la nyameng pour local councils Mansakunda concentrate because pour a sustainable and meaningful development so hani Mansakunda kata million less spend in the rural areas or in the local government areas. Ni local government will involve. It's not sustainable.
That's true.
It's not sustainable and it's not going to work well. Because Mansakunda is not there to watch and supervise everything.
Yeah.
You understand? We are
you are closest to the people.
Closest to the people.
Yeah.
So personal relationships and grievances wol nyanna put aside nin do ko na do ko ni wol fata comme yemi it's not very rosy between us. For me, it's rosy between me and everybody as far as the job is concerned. Personally, if I don't have anything to do with you, I have nothing to do with you. That's personal. But na do ko la Carola, and I think we have that record. I have instances where government officials call me, to facilitate some services on behalf of government.
Yeah.
I do it to the best of my ability and as quick as possible, as they requested. And Ahmad Ba is in the know of that, Honorable Ahmad Ba.
Yeah.
I Kalamutale, where he called me and instructed me to do things. Many alanko man femfon Kalamutaji. I could have said, no, I have no idea, I'm not going to. But because of the respect, and I know ko, abe femfon kela banko ndolbela interested. Ni Mansakunda mensoto. Ndolbela asoto.
Yeah. That's true.
I do it. So nobody has those claims against us. Munungalga president. We have never flatly insisted Mansakunda menfon takela. No. But because Mansakunda is so much consumed, some of them, especially Honorable Ahmad Ba, we were managing with Musa Drabe. Sanyang came. Sanyang went on a tour of the entire country. Abba Sanyang. He went on a tour. At least that is an appreciation where he has shown some love to go around and meet us in a bloody noble. Whether you don't care about us, either you just go and sit down.
Aman Natale, ako.
No. Or he's abdicated. He has abdicated in his responsibilities.
Everything is okay. Ah, fine. Interfere.
In fact, engagement. As far as I am concerned, I dropped that. Yes, as far as I'm concerned. Because in the past, we've been seeing inspectors go around frequently, and that is good. At least you have somebody to check on you.
Yeah.
Ahmad could have done better. Nata chairman landing nga kuke ay nga call sort ay safena chairman landing, this is not correct.
Yeah,
I will see there is check on me. Let me improve. But ni amal ko amal ka interview, as you said, malayo fo fang banayo fo. That is he is running away from his responsibility. War is not ko abante ba indikan hani alafta do ko ka nyama. And this country, we must put ourselves to the good tracks. You understand? And that is engagement. So Ahmad, my interest less sort of. He let him go.
Complain a lot of interference from the ministry.
No, complain. We never complain. When government does it wrong against the rules of the game, that's where we cry foul. But why do we have to? Government is playing its role. Me complain. The complain about need government like, let me not repeat it. In the case of Basse.
Yeah.
President kan Kenya chairman ka fa ko tenin. In fact, governor in the law, area council is responsible. Han bade ko area council is responsibility.
Yeah.
Football field bade ko Marcel, all these parks and whatever. But in broad daylight, area council responsibility mutebulu yadi luatinya clearly. Yela responsibility bulu iko yadi governor.
Birkama fana Marseille.
I went to supervise. I discussed that crisis.
Yeah.
We went and discussed it to amicably settle it.
Yes.
Although we never pronounced such, but that is wrong. It will bring long-lasting conflict.
But Birkama right now.
Birkama the same thing.
Yeah.
Marcel Siga.
Yeah.
Mansakunda la asang la kodola. Mansakunda kodo asang. Mansakunda tante okoloti.
No.
It's taxpayers' money. The primary responsible party is the council.
To take
hand it over to the council. But it was handed over to the governor. Governor knows Kwame Mencheka is against the law. And many are honorable, they acted against the law. You can understand? So, what interference? But wherein you call Chairman Landing Sanneh, you are buying water, or you are digging borehole in X, Y, and Z. You should not stop there. You should do this and another because of X, Y, and Z. That is correct. You are not interfering. Maybe what I have done, I should do it this way. You are responsible of oversight. So, we don't want to interfere. That is too. I don't think that is too cheap for an excuse. Put them understand. But I don't think he is even thinking that way. The only thing is he's not interested. He's not I'm not sure I'm going to do this country a favor and even resign in some where as he resign, I do us a favor for not performing. Because Niman perform in the position, you should resign. Well, I'm not sure whether
Ahmad is working on the housing project. Ahmad land policy launch. First ever blueprint for Gambia land policy and the land problem of the science launch. In January land fenko housing project for government housing project about working. Ni line crisis ikabrati na te famate mo ile ka resign. I'm not have resign.
Fatou ngam fo yalo ibe fo fen kan na base la men kan wala mo the foundation must be made. You understand? And that is we are working with local government. First, local government act as we speak it is gathering dust in that office for close to 4 to 5 years. Everything was done just to validate it.
To be fair to Ahmad Ba, it was during during Musa Gawara time.
I know that.
Kabring Ahmad Nata, did you guys engage him on that document?
We don't need to engage him.
No, but you can follow up.
No. He has his own office. They were there when this thing was developed. There is a directorate. They are responsible of governance. You understand? Why didn't they talk to him? He's there. The document is there.
But you guys can also follow it up.
Why do we follow it up with somebody who doesn't care about you? Why do you waste your time with that? Moment nada, amanta bunya, amal bunya dial, amal kontong, amal care. You never receive call from his office. Are you well? Are you doing? And you are directly working on that person. The only thing you will hear from him is castigating you.
So, as of now, what can you do? Officer.
I think I once went there. I don't know. Yes.
The entire time?
Yes.
Wow. Because
maybe I'll not be welcome. Because Nimmo anya itandile, membe nyato ila keba. Keba na anya itandile, iba jela. Musa beje watu mena, to be frank, Musa beje watu mena, I'm there almost every other time. Because of either in crisis, and that is part of life.
No crisis.
Part of the work.
No crisis was correct. No.
But the crisis today, here and there, Musa will even today. Here and there, Musa will call you. Allah jebe nyadi. Wallahi. I'm not trying to whatever.
Yeah.
But
experience.
Experience and working with him.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. And that was the time for the biggest challenges, but that is part of the work.
Yeah.
Because we care each other.
Yeah.
Both sonko membele thing. Not man care no, and not the color songa. Come on, Ahmad Benyama. I better have clear now. I tell you office. Alhamdulillah side, Alhamdulillah side. So no, Ahmad doesn't care about our ministry, our councils. So what I understand in my suggestion, he should do us a favor because now Barota Baila. You understand?
Because he's a good minister.
No, not because he's a good minister, but maybe in a relation. Because everybody will say, Honorable Bai is a big man in Barros network. So maybe, but Nama Bai, Nialonko, the local councils form the nucleus of that ministry. Because it's almost, it's not even almost, it's the country. All the councils put together is the country. So need a portfolio be able. Ite mo money, ite ko mo money, ye ya bol dollar ko. Iko ka land policy dala. Take land policy dala because ultimately that land policy will be implemented at the local level. And those councils will be there.
Now
that will be the wrong time.
Baroko.
Until we in development, we believe if I'm not part of the planning, I cannot be part of the implementation.
Baroko.
We should be part of the planning from onset. You understand? Which will lead us to be part of the implementation and eventual M&E or whatever. So Ahmad Ba doesn't care about us because most of us are UDP. You understand? And the fact of the matter is whether you like it or not, we are UDP. Whoever like it or not, UDP banko mole kata fine. Anu mu UDP let. Mene kata fine wol mu UDP let. Biri kata fine samba council. Manka UDP design council okon.
But to be fair with Ahmad, council mi base ani general fana mu NPP let but amanta wol fana
yeah unka wala foye because it will the other question I cannot comment on that.
Atara kilne to ndo mu UDP letino KMC.
Meben.
He went to KMC.
No, what took him there? What took him there? Well, I have never heard of tour. And where he went on tour, KMC is just the next port of call to Banjul. So that will be, Nintamu, Ntata will kill her. Because Munakela, Mensuti Ade, what you wanted to keep, he should go to Basse, go to Kuntaul, where he comes from, go to Mansakonko. You understand? Wole mu appreciation ntol même before be dla jangto ni ngaji minister na office wallahi mbem fanjelale bay minister mem kala ita mol konton e bu keje ni man nano fo ye kolke e bu ko beke ba même ko sori ete buleta lo radio to ite mon be do ko le koto ite nyanna marla walla ni ku ke make ku ite nyanna fole ni ku ke make ku nyanna sefele ya fe ite kada lo radio te kada kumbo abel comment ron ni fama ibal do morola or let's say idimo because in this case I don't want to you understand? Yeah. Ni do mamano sang. Ima fono suokon. Ima do ko ya fay. E kala banda bare kana si je ka woni mo so mano sang.
Well for that
just look at that. No, you know some of these people actually in the Gambia political yembatandi jele because they are not allowing the government to do what it should do. Because in a message sifa it create more of antagonism comme molier nyogi nyaaja wala mole ñoo misunderstand when they are failing in their responsibility ni me o moy bafala ko ko area council of course intanga mem moy ama ko UDP area council or NPP ko council fine ibe mo ngel wala ñin council be political da male manta dokula and actually that is not accurate accurate anyana appreciate all the councils in this country with the resources we are having they are trying under very difficult conditions all the councils. You understand? So Nina they more enhanced no. You do not build on the little gains in a mensoto through the good work of Galga and all the council heads. All the council heads work very hard. Pour kaje ko nga pool stabilize. Nga yaje mela system momentary. You know, in terms of financial management, in terms of capacity building for us. Sign council you need you find people with masters, degrees. You don't need a council hand more kribuata you may along first degree for us. Yeah. So if you come, you don't appreciate all that. You more mobilize to see what is going on. You more be verify on your own. Or you more kumadiana for a forum. At least about a time he called local government forum in Tendaba. About a time, yes. At a more beke, but you can just keeply sit down in a public place. You can follow on it la do kudlar. You can castigate.
Abi kuma la so mada benyi program about abenyun kuntu no jela abi kuma la ba fe chairman ba ya ataka urle do na bi fadan ta la
ke balam
ataka urle na bi fadan ta la
ko molu banko nyi mo si falde na banko nyi banko mo si falde na banko sama kanko imam productive they still hook up with the job and they do not want to be progressive
banko
iba e bukala ka kumo fo men si cool kenya
bari bi ben na mo ma fe yo bala kede
and this is what I mean yalo abala min tol ngala about tourism what is the fate of tourism
yes about
what is the fate of the tourism ministry when he was there and when he was leaving? So if you look at the trend of things from tourism to local government, what legacy, what difference has he created in that ministry and transition to Ministry of Local Government? You can policy even for them. Policy we implement that any old muka old sideline. So take a for a jiveto transition from tourism, not tourism ministry benyadi. Not tourism sector, how does it look like? Don't forget we are in the tourist season. So ninko ngani mosi fali ite fang excuse le bodo kola. Ibe do kola je ni gulte ni chance de kuma bafo. You understand to impress the president. When actually they are not doing good to the system. Because quand for what banko ni yirwandila. Ninto nga ku même man correct. Kumandi yen safe yen londi silokan. Ntol be la koto do kola. Ni mo ke ni la radio ya foje. It doesn't make any sense and it's not productive because ni be men follow radio. What impact will that make? Call us, bring us to book. That is your role.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm
Sunday, I understand.
No,
I want us to be more progressive.
Yeah.
Problem all remember as solver, we do that rather than going around to, just make some comments.
Yeah. Hopefully he engages more, because at the end of the day it's important. Local governments and central governments for do okay at a binola, because alkanyo complemently. Even a levy central government nyanta subventional mean deal and everything. Car park fix solu jaril ke collect. There's so much alcohol dunta nyoko no balake. Hopefully the minister
car park is doing well.
Yeah.
Subventions are not coming. I know they made comment in relation to that. Maybe if I more understand. I heard that she said, and I might even make that comment. There are grants that are specified in the Act. Grants only specified a year. It's left to the government to say we cannot honor it now because of prevailing challenges.
Yeah.
We know ko Mansakunda, among isi Mansakunda fanambul. But where in Mansakunda car park is not coming a grant from government.
No.
Car park
fees that, yeah.
Okay, but let's say development grant, 25%.
Yeah.
Ni Mansakunda challenge solo. Yemenke, it's announced among Keno because of X, Y, and Z budget constraints. Ning equalization grant, Mansakunda ma Keno because of X, Y, and Z. Yaho, ni a Keno fana. Nga kita subvention. Adatuno. Fine, naman nano. We see what is discussed. We are stakeholders. Nga singa kacha. But ima Keno, mol diamuta, ekwe manyana diam. Or mol man diam, or more you are doing favor for us. Nobody is doing favor for councils. It's in the Act.
Yeah.
I don't need of comment. These are things many are more careful. No. We should be waiting. Budget the development budget, 25%. It's transferred to our account straight.
Yeah.
But we also know this is a developing country. It's a developing country. It has its challenges.
Yeah.
Where in Amankeno, you don't transfer the problem on us. Because ndolko ngafo le ningafo yes I had to control them problem.
Yeah.
No. We are claiming what should come to us.
Yeah.
So you don't take offense of that. For ikaje problem or transfer, ikavontole ko albenkela adu Mansakunda ka as if Mansakunda e menke ite obonet laji for or is a favor for chairman landing of a council. It's not a favor. Likewise, if we should do something, we are not giving any favor to the government. Ninga na role leke amanga government amanga alambalo amanga amadbadi. We are doing our responsibility. So this must be understood.
Yeah.
Mansakunda mantra siri janko kantol favola kentole. Ontol be siri janko ka favola ka Mansakunda. No. Let us all perform our responsibility as in line with the Act. So you know for the baby act like they act as they talk as if these are favors that the government is giving to council. Government at the time wole a safe loi kono. Ko Mansakunda le nyana nkela. Mansakunda remoli. You understand?
Yeah.
Based on some stipulated agreements and also procedures, because Mansakunda baka revenue be collect na general kasa mananja ora abamur le kanyadi de teng amur kante
development budgets. Yeah.
Yeah. So ninga claim ite ka ji ko ite you are doing favor for us. How is that? O kana no nyadi le o ikamansa baje komen ntolu ka will complain na will control makwel. No.
Yeah, it's partnership law.
So anyway, what it does.
Partnership.
but we have no personal issues with anybody.
Yeah.
And even council to council or council to ministry or government, I think we do not have any problems. Let us all perform our responsibilities. Yeah. That's all. At the end of the day, in 1 year, 2, 3 months time, I'm gone.
I know.
I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you borrow, by December next, he will go. So yeah, maybe Barrow will go. Hopefully, I wish so. Barrow, December on the 5th.
On the 5th,
he'll pack up. You understand? So, what is the Barrow?
He'll pack up.
Who's in now?
Okay.
Who's in now? Yes.
Okay.
So Ninkumembe Onyama. Nyana nyo hakil kula nyoto.
Tonyama.
Nyana nyo hakil kula nyoto.
Akata. If Arankana tara. On the opposite side.
And no one's in Mansakunda. But I'm sure we will never go that way.
I told you, okay.
For governance funds are respect. Yeah, you see, when we banko ninga governance, good governance system samba, and ningo governance maboko ministry kamala nyame. What about talent koto? Local government muntela problem. What do benta koto? Ninga la judi la nyama. Nimba ko be develop. Bring the resources to the grassroots. Let the local councils implement the projects. The local project called Form B. You understand? Let's say highway, military projects. Let government take that. But local projects, grassroots, even because all is about politics. Too much of politics in their war. You understand? Tractor na council distribute. Any funding you'll make for credit schemes or women finance support. Council we know the right people to get that. Not politically. Not politically. But more men ya deserve ko ye ma koy pour ye fantarandino. There is a way to do it. That's well, we are getting claims. There is challenges when it comes to repayment. There is challenges when it comes to equipment control, ownership, and all those things. Here and there, communities have, there are conflicts. We are living with those people. We know how to enter. And by the act also, even act says every development project or program should be channeled through the councils. Because they are the development point of entry. And they are the planning authority of the area. So it is now, you can council divert, you can in governors' offices. I'm not saying governors' offices should not interfere. I'm not saying that. And they should. Because by the fact that they are there and they are government, they should be in the center. But council letter for VDC level governors office danta Mansakonko. Amanta VDC level. That's true. Ni afo dole ba fole ko sefol beje for sefol mo governor. They are not part of the decentralized. No. Governors are not part of the decentralized.
They are not. So, what banta programo diata programo jamfata, but it's always important to have this conversation. Decentralization Mansakunda role ni Mansakunda bal doku odrong ni eblo di nyola odrong ne banku dingol be fanjala, because like I said, councils are closest to the people, and dung ni Mansakunda ko be councils bypass in development teftala mola and teftala nyame. And I think just like Amatiafu, we had a council salomba or central government moving into political bondle nyunkul konanga doku for the interest of the people. It is only through that and only that the development be futala. Because ni Mansakunda ngol ko dama ningo emiso de yake. Mansakunda ba ko itolbe ni development kila bari fangoliele. Mola inyanta synergy le nyanta sotola bulo le lanyo kampuru do ko nyin ay ke kilinti ay futa mola ba ninyi ndo ya tana tina nyindo ya tana tina amanka funu
competing on the ground
compete all because of political interest. Then at the end of the day, it doesn't get to the right people, it doesn't affect the lives of people, and then development and I think all
it defeats the purpose.
It defeats the purpose of governance itself. What about the land?
Well, let me thank my people. Madungana Molten to back Jai Kayaf Ward. All the players. Let me say congratulations to NPP again. We've already congratulated them, but if they didn't participate, they wouldn't have been a winner. They participated ngana UDP called tend to back Jai. You load like endowmenta UDP LRR, in particular LRR, the whole of LRR and Kayaf ward, Yedoku Kendall Menke, both in the diaspora and at home here. And in Kayaf Ningenyer, and in Kayaf Jenyer, Njolfen, Madina Kayaf, I mean, Sarah Samba, and in Munkutala, Yedoku Kende Baleke, Dunta Je, Molia Kolke, Molsilono Yosim Kaneng, tend to back and Jay, Ila Molu Sate Molu, Alfal being a better to Faninjol, a better to Jay. Candidate flow mume Sileman ning Toure nge better to back nge Jai Omar be encouragement sort of kalo. This is what we want. We want the young people to come up and up for political leadership. And nina ni mo flow be jibe be dindi wolde. Umaru is particularly a very young one. Na malo molkono, but ngana talo menje he seems to be very young. So that is what will take us forward, because young people need to come up and take political leadership. So ngamo beten ngamo beja na coordinator balu ina marong anala team na chairman ba ala Wanifa Job and na diaspora no ngebe konto mbo Sedikan anala team for Kiang and Jara ngebe tendu nge jai mbeme mfola do wala mnyinti ko nga say mboda political season activity konole wala mi fanjoti kaya fuwati say we resume back to work but political season opuntale already so mol besi hakilo to nyoto we make sure that we exercise decorum we make sure that we exercise cleanliness in politics hate speeches comme ka kumol fo men si fitno wuli nga stop ka kuwol fanan ke men si fitno wuli nga stop men fanan marta kuwol la Mansakunda ringo and IEC let them be on their toes because these are very critical moments in our political processes because some political activities started. Let us all play the role that we should play to make sure that there is very peaceful peaceful environment in our communities. And finally, me follow the whole community be Mansakonko area council dolla Mansakonko tundo molu be ton lambe jayla bak yenyi manta be moment dinna pour nga ke chairman oti signa fula bare again fanam pour bulata no nyamen kam fasa be do ko men bela ate keno nato no Mansakonko area council na molu na bani mam fasa but particularly in the council you know I have a council that is very dynamic funding ke dinni wala siara je ndela council men siara ndati je nabe jama mo fulo fonsi
wow,
so abemu dinne lelti you know and you know they've tried over the period and nga kata ni down kale so mbeten blambe jayla because nyamo ko lanni sana chairman ten those councillors will be behind the scene wala ka do ko ke so mbeten la back mbe jayla and I think that is where I will stop. I thank you also for giving me this opportunity. Maybe we'll see soon when I launch my project, the new project, which is a 22
I still promise you I'll come to LRR.
Yeah, the $22 million project, women cooperative project. We will launch it very soon. When the date is announced, I will inform you so that...
You know, I promise you I'll do a town hall in LRR. I'll definitely come.
No problem. You're highly welcome. Yes.
Afro Center.
Yeah, Afro
I
City.
love
It's
Afro City. Definitely.
Yes. Nake wa waro ni betambila. Ikalo jele. Mansakunda mole ikalo so.
Ikalo jele. Jeka diale de. Jeka mobile kaloto. Thank you very much, Landing Contanta back. It's always, you know, interesting and very insightful to have you on the show. Thank you very much. Hopefully, next election, Allah based, Allah fixed deposit, Allah work on it before next election.
We will.
Thank you very much. And to my team, thank you very much and all of you watching. Good night to you. I'll see you again next week. Good night. Bye-bye.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundum. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220-941414. bcsresidence@gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
Ja Oil is Gambia's leading dealer when it comes to fuel and has made it a duty to satisfy our customers at all costs. Vehicle owners and drivers need not to worry about getting quality and affordable fuel anymore. That is the reason we have our branches spread all over the country for easy access. For good and clean fuel, the only place to go is Ja Oil. Your need for good and durable petrol, gasoline and kerosene has been covered by Ja Oil, so you need not to worry. Walk to any of our branches and get served to satisfaction. With Ja Oil, your satisfaction is our priority. That is why we have branches at your doorstep to make accessibility easy for you. With our professional and friendly staff, we can assure you satisfaction. To get the best fuel for your engines, the only place to go is Ja Oil. With Ja Oil, it's all enjoyment. That is why we are offering you low charges at our stations on the Coastal Road in Banjul. For more information, you can call 770-8080, 322-9070, 714-7273, or 387-1321. Ja Oil, the pride of the nation.
We are happy to announce the launch of our new logo. We have evolved since our incorporation in 1997, and it is time to refresh our new look to reflect who we are today. Before I reveal our new look, however, walk with me while I take you through our journey of the last 25 years. Trust Bank was incorporated on July 3rd, 1997 and began operations on October 1st, 1997. Following the collapse of the parent company of its predecessor, Meridian, the CBG stepped in and recapitalized the bank and held the shares in trust, thus the name Trust Bank. In 1999, the first investors who responded to the IPO and paid $1.50 per share received their maiden dividends of 50 bututs per share. In 2000, the bank fully paid back its investment by declaring another dividend of $1.20 bututs per share, making it a cumulative dividend per share of $1.70, which was 20 bututs above the purchase price. Between 2002 to date, share capital has increased from $27 million to $200 million, indicating that the bank has grown organically by plowing back profits to increase capital while at the same time paying dividends to shareholders. The bank was listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange in November 2002, being the first ever cross-border listing in the sub-region. Now let's talk about awards. The bank was awarded the insignia of the National Order of the Republic of the Gambia, ORG, in the year 2010 by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia. During the past years, the bank has received so many national and international awards. Banker Magazine, 6 times. Global Finance, 6 times. Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, 5 times. We began operations with 3 branches. Now, we have 18 branches and 20 ATMs and counting. On digital services, mobile app, check. Online banking, check. Transaction alerts, check. Watch this space. We've got more coming. Creating employment, yes, we've got that too. 400 and counting. And we take great care of our people too. Medical insurance, life insurance, private and state pensions, annual pilgrimages for both Muslims and Christians, training, yes, we do them all. One team, one family, one goal. That's the Trust Bank spirit. On corporate social responsibility, we have spent over $50 million in various causes. We care, and so we share. Over the years, we have paid over $1.6 billion to our shareholders, which translates to a whopping $20 per share and counting. Phenomenal returns for our shareholders who purchased at $1.50. Corporate taxes, over $1 billion is paid. Our journey started with a vision to create the kind of company that delivers quality services and innovative products with an inspired team dedicated to serving our customers, our environment, and our communities at large in the most caring manner. We remain fully committed to delivering excellent services to each of our stakeholders, customers, employees, shareholders, and partners. So, we remain true to who we have always been. A